Channel 6, brought to you by Jamie Casino Injury Attorneys.
Welcome to the weekend, and boy, do we have a game-winning forecast. I'll have all the details for you on what you can expect coming up.
Now on Good Morning Augusta, a major travel weekend now underway. When to expect the busiest times in the air and on the road this Labor Day, plus good news for a local theater, arts, and life skills school. And later, we'll introduce you to the man who has sampled hundreds of eateries across the Carolinas. He's the Carolina foodie. Your favorite weekend morning news starts right now.
Live from Television Park, this is Good Morning Augusta on WJBF News Channel 6.
Well, good morning, sunshine. Thanks for joining us. It's great to see you. I'm Sean Cabbage-Stock. We begin with the record travel this weekend. As the nation shakes off the effects of a hurricane and millions soak in the final hours of summer, Labor Day weekend on track to close out the busiest summer travel season on record. Allison Kosick leads us off today.
The Labor Day weekend is underway. Along the New England coastline, people are soaking up the sun, enjoying the beach, and catching some waves. But there are concerns.
With so many people going to the beaches this holiday weekend, rip current's kind of bad timing, and that's what we're looking at here with these storms that are in the Atlantic.
Rough surf and dangerous rip currents impacting a large swath of the East Coast as Idalia continues to move farther away and swells from Hurricane Franklin affect beachgoers. This as the TSA expects to screen more than 14 million passengers this weekend.
The most air travel passengers that have been screened by TSA in American history.
On the roads, packed highways. AAA says the best time to hit the roads this weekend is before 7 a.m. or after 8 p.m. Meantime, this was the scene Friday near Sam Houston National Forest, north of Huntsville, Texas. A major wildfire erupting, the cause unknown. Monsoon season is also upon us, with flash flooding hitting parts of Las Vegas as another heat wave builds in the Midwest. Allison Kosick, ABC News, New York.
And right now, it's relatively smooth flying this morning for people trying to get away for Labor Day weekend. You're taking a look at Augusta Regional Airport's flight dashboard. And right now, some great news, there are no delays. And something else you can expect to see this holiday weekend, more state troopers on the roads. South Carolina Highway Patrol says they plan to increase enforcement on local and state highways all weekend. State Trooper Nick Pye tells us they're prepared for the busy roads and allow travelers, but most importantly, their goal is to keep the roads safe and avoid having any traffic fatalities.
One of the things that we've done and we decided to do is I can promise you this, and remember that you heard it here from me. If you're on our interstates, if you're on our U.S. highways this weekend, I promise you, you will see a lot of troopers. We put a plan in place that we're going to stage troopers every 10 miles along the interstate. So you're going to see a ton of troopers out there.
A ton of troopers out there. Troopers say the increased enforcement is not only to prevent unsafe driving, but to help you with any issues you may have while traveling along the busy highway this weekend. And AAA is once again rolling out their Tow to Go program. It's for folks in Georgia. If you overindulge this holiday weekend, they will provide transportation for you and a tow for your car to a safe location within a 10-mile radius. All this is for free, and the service will run now until 6 a.m. Tuesday morning, and it's available for non-members too. 10 drive-by shootings, that's how many police in Jefferson County have investigated already this year. Last week, 19-year-old Kaya Shields was killed in a drive-by shooting in Rennes. The week before, another shooting injured 5 people in Louisville. 3 people were arrested. Police say more arrests could be made in that case. There will be a meeting in Rennes this morning where folks will be able to come together, network, and share ideas with officials on what should be done about crime going forward. It's at 8 o'clock at the walking track right next door to Rennes Baptist Church. And we have an update to tell you about. The Augusta Mini Theater, Arts, and Life Skills School has reached its building goal for a performing arts theater on its campus. The money will be used to build a 150-seat theater at its current location over on Deansbridge Road. $800,000 was needed by August 31st for construction. Because the goal was met, the theater can keep the funding from the City of Augusta, and the staff thanks the CSRA for its support. This weekend, there will be multiple events planned to support the Garden City Rescue Mission. There will be a yard sale organized by Bel Air Baptist Church congregation over at 7652 Main Street in Grovetown. It's now until 1. And also, Rescue the Rescue Mission Run, Walk, Stroll fundraiser will take place starting at 8. The event will kick off from the Mill Village Trailhead on Eve Street, that's behind the Kroc Center. All funds raised during these events will be directed toward the Garden City Rescue Mission Building Fund. If you're looking for something fun to do, the Indoor Wildlife Safari Park in Sally is offering guided walkthrough safari tours all for free, and they will be offered today through Monday from noon until 2. The meeting spot will be over by the giraffes, and the tour guide will walk you through the safari walkthrough and teach you all about the animals. Meteorologist Sherry Sheely joins us now. Sherry, it's a great day to go walk that safari.
Yes, yes. Have you been to the safari park?
I haven't, but I want to.
I've been a couple of times. It is so fun for everyone of all ages. And yes, the weather, you couldn't ask for any better for going to the safari or any outdoor activities, tailgating, traveling. It's just, oh, great. Fantastic, in fact. Look at this beautiful sunrise we've got here on our Terry Lambert Hyundai Skyview Cam over at AU Health. Beautiful capture there that's going to frame what you can expect for the whole entire weekend. Right now, we do have some clouds in the area, just kind of pushing through there, but they're all fair weather clouds. And thanks to some high pressure to our north, they will be clearing out, and we will see lots of sunshine throughout the weekend. Temperature-wise, how about a little taste of fall there for us? 63 here in Augusta, 61 in Aiken, and 65 in Millen for you. So feeling pretty fine out there right now. And that will continue throughout the day. We've got 70s this morning and only warming into those mid-80s. So below average temps, lower humidity, just a fantastic fall-like weekend as we go into the Labor Day weekend. So it's going to be lovely with lots of sunshine and pleasant temperatures. But of course, summer is not quite over yet. So we have some warmer temps on the way. I'll have what you can expect for this weekend and beyond coming up. Back to you, Sean.
All right, Sherry, thank you. Well, a new stage play is coming to the Imperial Theater. Miss Monique and Tanya Gibbs are here to talk about Sabotage and how you can be in the production too. Details next.
It got here fast. It flew by. 25 wonderful years here at News Channel 6, and it's hard to believe that we've reached this milestone, but I knew probably within the first month of being here that Augusta and the CSRA, that's a place I wanted to make a life. I am eternally grateful for the privilege of being able to come in your home every single day, every single night. I will never take it for granted. It means the world.
Welcome to Davis Appliance and Furniture, where you can find the best deals in town. We offer new and used appliances, and we service what we sell. We offer no credit needed financing and delivery options to meet your needs. For the top brands and lowest prices in town, visit us at Davis Appliance and Furniture.
Hey, Mike Murphy.
It's a great time to get your lawn in shape with a new mower from Davis Appliance and Furniture. We offer no credit needed financing and delivery options to meet your needs. For the brands you trust at the lowest prices in town, visit us at Davis Appliance and Furniture.
Hey y'all, welcome back. A stage play, Sabotage, is headed to the Imperial Theater. Miss Monique and Tanya Gibbons join me to talk a little bit about it. Ladies, good morning.
Good morning. Hi.
Hey, it's good to see you again. You know, I always get kind of butterflies in my stomach because if you're a celebrity, I hear your voice all the time on the radio.
Oh, well, thank you for listening. And I get a little, butterfly too because I'm on TV with you.
Well, let's get right to another Raising AJ production.
Yes.
Sabotage. Tell me a little bit about it. Because, what's the lady's name? Maybe Pamela? Somebody?
Paula.
She got a lot going on.
Yes, my main character. So Paula basically, everything just is a whirlwind when her boyfriend's fiance shows up at her house. Yeah, and from there it's like downhill. Of course, she's losing all trust in men, but on top of that, moments later, her sister shows up at her doorstep, fresh out of rehab, too soon.
Oh, too soon. Okay.
Yeah, she wasn't supposed to be gone. She ain't finished them 12 steps. Anyway. And then she's got a controlling mom, and she's just as toxic as she want to be. And she's got a best friend that has a failing marriage. And it's just, it's a lot of mess, but it's funny, it's thought-provoking, it's unpredictable. So I look forward to everybody having a good time watching.
So is this coming from personal experience?
Some of the things. Listen, if you're my friend, then you subject to be wrote about. But I'm not saying it's one of my friends, but I mean it's so relatable. It may be. It may be you.
No, I don't think it's.
No.
It's not.
I mean, but the thing is that sometimes we allow people to come in our lives and sabotage things that we have planned.
Absolutely.
And sometimes we don't even realize we self-sabotage. And so that's some of the things that we'll address in the play. And it's really exciting.
Yay. So y'all are holding auditions. So Tanya,
Yes.
tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah, so anybody that wants to be a part of a production, you know, everybody thinks they can act.
Yeah.
And it's the truth is in the pudding. When you come and audition with us, you know, we'll critique you, we'll give you feedback, and you know, we'll help you along the way. But if people want to audition, they can send an email to auditionscga@gmail.com.
Okay. Are y'all looking for certain ages, demographics, anything like that?
Yeah, so we're looking for teenagers, female or male, ages like 13 to 18, preferably can sing. We're also looking for a couple males and females ages 18 all the way up to 50. So, yeah.
So are you also looking for dependable people?
Have to be
Have to be.
dependable. So what I tell people about Miss Monique, she's a perfectionist when it comes to her craft, and she's not the Miss Monique on the radio
Oh.
when she's behind the scenes for
Is she
Raising
worse?
AJ. She's
Oh.
listen. She could be.
She really cares about her craft.
Absolutely, she does. So she expects people to have the same attitude.
Mm-hmm. It's not hard, but I mean, you have to crack the whip a little bit. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. No, but
No, she's not.
no, but serious. I mean, like people think that this is just some little play, but it's
Right.
not. It's a huge production, and it just takes a lot of work. And I just need dependable people. I mean, from the actors, the actresses, to behind the scenes. We need people behind the scenes, and a lot of these roles are paid. So yeah.
Okay.
There's a possibility you can get paid too.
Well, maybe you should say that at the beginning.
Okay, right. And let me tell you, yes, I mean, it's not, a big salary or nothing like that, but it's something. Mm-hmm. And we're also looking for sponsors too. And you can also send your information to auditionscga@gmail.com. So one of the ways that we actually are able to put on the production is the sponsors.
Yeah.
We've got huge sponsors. I mean, we've had huge sponsors. So now we're looking for sponsors this time again. And so the play.
Yeah.
Sabotage. We need you, CSRA.
There you go. Yeah, so how's that schedule going to be? So once you get the actors, will they need to practice every week or something like that?
So, yeah. So, rehearsals are usually on the weekends, and we have some once we get closer to the production during the week, but they're all evenings. Well, except the weekend, is some of them are during the day, but maybe 4 to 6 hours. But once we get closer, we need you a little more. But once we get closer, you're going to be so excited. You're going to want to come to rehearsal. The date of Sabotage is Saturday, November 4th at the Imperial Theater, 7:30. Please come support us. This is my 12th
Wow.
stage play.
Yeah.
Written and produced by myself. Of course, I got everybody behind the scenes like Tanya helping out. And if you want to be a part of the team, please send us an email, auditionscga@gmail.com. And thank you.
Okay, and you remember the email address or something?
I know, right? And thank you, Sean.
No problem.
But I really think that you should, audition right now. I believe in like on the spot auditions. Like, so you want to do something? Like,
I maybe have a minute or so.
okay, so here's the scenario.
Okay.
You walk into work, the camera guy, he's not here.
Okay.
He can't film.
Mm-hmm.
What's your reaction?
Well, do we have another camera so I can go ahead and grab the camera?
I don't
and I
know.
can go ahead and shoot it myself.
Okay.
Where's the camera guy?
Yeah.
Is he back
Oh my
here?
gosh,
Oh
right.
my gosh. What are you going to do?
Yes.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Is he over there? Sherry, is he over there? What are we going to do?
So, great.
Okay.
Improv. Improv.
Okay, that's it. Improv.
All right, y'all. I think I'm going to stick with Charlie. Ladies, thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Thank you. I'll see you next week.
Okay, I'm out of breath. And we'll be right back.
This is our call to inaction. To answer the call of the recliner,
We're getting takeout because we've been out all day long.
It's the Labor Day sale. Save on recliners starting from $3.99. Lazy Boy, long live the lazy.
The Greater Augusta Store.
Right, baby, that comes quick.
this is our call to inaction. To answer the call of the recliner,
We're getting takeout because we've been out all day long.
It's the Labor Day sale. Save on recliners starting from $3.99. Lazy Boy, long live the lazy.
Now, your most accurate forecast with WJBF Live Viper 6.
Good morning and happy Labor Day weekend. So it is a beautiful morning. It's captured by our Terry Lambert Hyundai Skyview cam over Augusta Marriott. Just a beautiful sunshiny morning, and that is going to be the case for all of your weekend. Lots of sunshine to enjoy. But how about this little taste of fall here? Temperatures in those lower 60s, lower humidity. It's feeling pretty nice out there with light winds coming from the north at 3 miles per hour and no issues with visibility there. So let's take a look across the southeast as it is a big travel weekend and temperatures are looking good all across the coastline. 68 there in Charleston, 63 here in Augusta. How about the mountains? 59 degrees in Asheville and even in Raleighwood it is 58. So looking good all across there. And of course a little warmer back to our west on near the 80s in Jackson, 81 in New Orleans, and those upper 70s there in the Sunshine State. So yes, it is a holiday weekend, a travel weekend, and the beach is a popular place to be. Fortunately for us, most of our beaches, so from Georgia beaches around Savannah and into Charleston, no issues there with the rip currents that we've been talking about. However, as you head north into Myrtle Beach, there is a moderate risk of some high rip currents, and as you go north into the North Carolina beaches, definitely something to be concerned about. So keep that in mind if you're heading to the beach. But temperature-wise, looking great in those lower 80s with water temperatures to reflect that as well. So what's causing these rip currents? Even though there's no immediate threats to us right now, still got a lot going on out there in the Atlantic. So we've still got Idalia, post-tropical cyclone. We've got Tropical Storm Gert here, just forming Tropical Storm Katia. And also we have another system of interest, tropical wave off of Africa that has a 70% chance of development over the next 7 days. So again, we're just getting over all the excitement of this weekend, but nothing to be concerned with other than just a few little rip currents up across the East Coast. This is just with all the activity going on, but we will continue to keep an eye on that. Back at home, bigger concern and a surprise to me, I cannot believe we still have some issues with drought there in Saluda County, Barnwell, Bamberg, and Allendale, even with all the rain of Idalia this week, excuse me. So I'm surprised to see that, but unfortunately there is no rain in the forecast for the next several days. So nice and dry throughout the weekend and the next several days, even though for the whole year we are definitely at a surplus there. So nice dry weekend and beyond for you. So no chance of rain for the next several days, including Labor Day. So great for any outdoor plans, not so great for our farmers there. But let's enjoy the sunshine while we can, right? So looking at the future cast, we got some clouds sticking around this morning, but as that high pressure builds in from the mid-Atlantic, you'll start to see those clouds clear out, and it continues to push them out throughout the day. Saturday, Sunday, and into Monday, just lots of sunshine to enjoy, so you can put those umbrellas away and keep those shades handy. Your pool planner, it's a great place to be today as we start off in the 70s and move into those mid 80s, lots of sunshine to enjoy. So certainly a good place to be. So we've got the cooler temps, we've got lots of sunshine, and we've got football as we kick off college football weekend. The Bulldogs are playing in Athens today. Kickoff at 6 o'clock. Feeling great at 81 degrees with lots of sunshine. Then if you're heading to Charlotte for the Battle of the Carolinas, we've got kickoff at 7:30. And again, temperatures in those 80s with lots of sunshine. So good football weather for us there as well. Labor Day weekend looking good throughout the weekend and beyond. Below average temps in the 80s. Warming up a bit on Sunday into Monday, but still it's just great for any plans you have to celebrate the first weekend of September and beyond. So your 10-day forecast, again, feel like a broken record here, but it just looks beautiful with lots of sunshine, below average temps. So definitely get out there and enjoy it. And then we warm up next week.
Yes. And I'm surprised as well about those 4 areas still in the drought situation.
Yes, hopefully that's just, something that hasn't been updated, because hopefully there was some improvement there.
Yeah, maybe it's a sensor issue, right?
Maybe, yes.
Okay, there we go. Thank you. Well, Martha Stewart's drink of choice sparks environmental controversy. What's trending is next.
Stop.
Hey there, welcome back. You're looking great today. Time to take a look at what's trending. So Martha Stewart's cocktail has led to a debate about climate change. It all started this week when she posted a picture of herself showing off this drink. Well, not this picture, but the ice inside didn't come from the freezer. It was a part of an iceberg. So this was during a boat trip around Greenland's east coast. Some complained that she should not have plucked icebergs for her own use because of global warming and melting ice caps and all of that. So how do you feel about that?
I think I'm going to refrain from comment. That's a hot topic,
Yeah.
But, I mean...
I don't think one small iceberg is going to cause any issues.
I don't think so either, but if this is a popular tour and lots of tourists do it over and over, I don't know. I think there's better things to worry about
I think so.
than Martha Stewart.
There you go. And then this is what the company said. Let's see. They're suspending its practice of bringing small fragments of floating ice on board to be examined by guests. So they want to get ahead of it. So I guess I can't do that when I go on my cruise.
Darn. You had that trip to Greenland planned and all.
Well, coming up on Good Morning Augusta, we have so much more, including you have to start repaying federal student loan debt after nearly 3 years. The benefits of restarting that process is coming up. But first, let's into New York, where Whit Johnson is standing by with a look at what's coming up on Good Morning America. Good morning, Whit.
Good morning. Coming up here on GMA, the holiday travel weekend now underway. Millions of commuters expected to hit the roads and the skies at record-breaking numbers. Will have the best and worst times to travel. Also, rental scam warning. One family speaking out after their home was falsely listed for rent. What homeowners and renters need to know amid warnings about similar cases nationwide. And college football kickoff. We're live on the ground in Charlotte, North Carolina for today's first full day of games with all the excitement for the season. It's all ahead right here on this Labor Day weekend here on GMA.
Get end of summer. Live from Television Park, this is Good Morning Augusta on WJBF News Channel 6.
It is 7:32. Thanks for staying with us. I'm Sean Cabbage-Stock. Federal student loans started accruing interest again after a 3-year pause. In another month, payments would begin to be due again. Washington correspondent Trevor Shirley has more.
Back in March of 2020, the Trump administration put a pause on federal student loan payments and halted those loans from accruing interest. It was part of the emergency relief when the pandemic hit. Those benefits were extended by both the Trump and Biden administrations, but now no more. Interest returns today, and monthly payments restart in October. But if you're worried, there are some benefits you need to know about. For one, missing a payment during the first year after repayment begins won't be considered delinquent, thanks to a so-called on-ramp to help borrowers ease back into payments. Borrowers can also apply for the administration's new income-driven repayment plan to help borrowers fit repayments into their monthly budgets. and those who are already considered delinquent before the pause started 3 years ago can apply for a program to erase that delinquency and be considered current on payments when payment obligations return this October 1st.
Most of the time, these income-driven repayment plans, especially for lower-income Americans who probably are the ones who are most cash-strapped in this era of high inflation, they're pretty manageable. You might not have to pay as much as you might think you do on these student loans.
And you can find more information about your repayment options or any other benefits you might qualify for over at studentaid.gov. Reporting in Washington, I'm Trevor Shirley.
All right, Trevor, thank you. A North Carolina attorney at lunch stuffs his face on Facebook, constantly driving in search for the next great meal. John Lee introduces us to the Asheville man known as the Carolina foodie.
Somewhere along the road, Wes Hahn changed lanes.
I'm going to make it fun.
He works as an attorney at law, but he'd rather be an attorney at lunch. Notice both hands on the wheel at 12 o'clock. And lately, you're better known as
the Carolina foodie.
He drove from Asheville to check out a Charlotte landmark.
When you drive up, you just know you're at a good place just from the smell of it.
Brooks Sandwich House in Noda is celebrating 50 years in business. Co-owner David Brooks is proud that the food here has stayed consistent through changing times.
Well, back in 1973, there was no social media.
But these days, it doesn't hurt to have someone like Wes in line.
Now, people told me I need to get the cheeseburger all the way.
Where at?
Check this out, guys. Check this out.
He's a natural-born ham.
You talk about someone being in hog heaven today. I'm having a blast with these two.
Wes has built a hungry fan base by learning to talk with his mouth full.
There's a nice, mild chili. Man, that is good. That burger, you can tell it's hand patty. Killer hot dog.
He sampled good eats in hundreds of Carolina restaurants, from Big Tiny's in Mooresville.
That is super brisket right there.
To Headwaters Kitchen in Old Fort.
Look at that. Look at that shrimp.
And Big Bites in Mills River.
Whoa.
The Carolina foodie has more than 24,000 followers on Facebook. No one's more surprised by his following than Wes.
When I started doing this a couple years ago, back during COVID, and just getting takeout and sitting in my car and trying and maybe just having some fun with it and helping out a few restaurants, I never dreamed I'd be sitting here talking to you.
Wes got his love for exploring new places from the OG foodies, his grandparents.
And we'd just go in and try the local food and talk to folks, and so that was kind of in my blood from an early age. First time here.
The Carolina foodie isn't running for mayor of Flavortown just yet.
I'm on camera while I'm on camera.
He chews the fat online to spark the changing restaurant industry.
But I hope I can help them out a little bit too.
You find it helps sometimes?
Oh, it does, yeah. Yes, it definitely helps.
Yeah.
This lawyer's closing argument,
you know, it's not messy,
is compelling.
I mean, that chili is spot.
I mean, he even seems genuine when he's full of baloney.
Is there anything better than fried bologna? I did it.
You know, Sherry, I'm thinking about doing something like that, going to different restaurants here in the CSRA and filming it on my phone and putting it on Instagram.
I think that'd be great, Sean.
I think so.
And if you need, a co-pilot, I'm game.
Okay.
We can talk about the
Sean and
weather
Sherry.
and the food, and we're on to something.
There we go.
Sean and Sherry show part 2. Yeah, so if you have some plans to travel, try out some new foodie places, it is a great forecast for that and anything outdoors, really. Starting off looking at our Terry Lambert Hyundai Skyview Cam in Aiken, we've got blue skies and lots of sunshine there beaming down on downtown Aiken. We do have some clouds in the area on our satellite and radar, so those are pushing through, but that will be short-lived as high pressure is dominating our forecast and going to clear those out and give us lots of sunshine for the weekend. Temperature-wise in those lower 60s, so a little taste of fall for us today. We got 61 there in Aiken, 65 in Gibson, 64 in Bamberg, and just feeling nice out there. Your day planner is going to continue with 70s in the mid-morning, warming up only into the mid-80s, so below average temps for you today, and get to soak up that sun. So expect a great holiday weekend forecast with pleasant temps, but then a warm-up is back in the forecast next week. All the details on what you can expect coming up. Back to you, Sean.
All right, Sherry, thank you. We have some sad news this morning. We're learning Jimmy Buffett has died. The legendary Margaritaville singer died yesterday, surrounded by family and friends. That's according to a statement on his official website. He struggled with an undisclosed health issue starting last year. He was hospitalized this year. He leaves behind a wife and 3 children. He was 76 years old.
Weather headlines on News Channel 6, brought to you by Jamie Casino Injury Attorneys.
Hey guys, I'm Anna Christina, host of Local Living. Be sure to catch us every Saturday at 9:30 to find out what's happening in the CSRA.
Local Living, Saturday morning at 9:30 on News Channel 6.
It's grand opening celebration for Interiors Market, the newest concept store by Weinberger's Furniture. Right now, save $250 off any purchase over $9.99. Save on everything in store and save on anything you customize to order. This coupon is on top of our already discounted furniture, mattresses, and accessories. Don't miss the celebration and deals.
Come see what's new.
Interiors Market, right across the street from Weinberger's Furniture.
The Downtown Development Authority.
USC students and fans are buzzing ahead of the start of our football season. The Gamecocks kick off against 21st ranked UNC Tar Heels in Charlotte tonight. Our Jason Raven spoke with fans about the game and their expectations for the Gamecocks this season.
Well, last season, the South Carolina Gamecocks won 8 games. That's the most in the Shane Beamer era here so far. Now, fans and students we spoke with here in Columbia say they want to see the team build off of that late season success. The Gamecocks pulled off upsets against Tennessee and the Clemson Tigers later in the season. They say if they play like that this year, the sky could be the limit for the Gamecocks. You could say South Carolina fans are confident, maybe even a little cocky before the season starts. Students say there is always a sense of anticipation in the air in the fall around campus, and this year, it's no different. All eyes will be on the Gamecocks. They take on a top 25 opponent in prime time Saturday night. Senior Tal Wambeck says he expects USC to win against the Tar Heels and their star quarterback, Drake May.
I think it's going to be, Drake May, great player, but our offense firing on all cylinders. So score prediction, 45-42. It's going to be close. It's high scoring, exciting game of the week.
The Gamecocks play their home opener here next Saturday against Furman. In Columbia, Jason Raven.
And ESPN's College Game Day will be in Charlotte for the game. Darius Rucker will be this week's celebrity guest picker. And go Gamecocks. Sherry will have another check of your forecast next.
America, come along. Your most accurate forecast with WJBF Live Viper 6.
So it is a holiday weekend, and lots of people are hitting the roads and hitting the airports to take flight to get to many destinations across the U.S. But right now, looking at our Terry Lambert Hyundai Skyview Cam at Augusta Regional, things are nice and calm. We've got one airplane there on the runway, but look at this cloud deck. It is beautiful there with some stratus, some cumulus stratus, just looking great out there with lots of blue skies, and we've got sunshine on the way. Right now, temperatures in the lower 60s, 63 here in Augusta. Light winds coming from the north at 3 miles per hour, and no issues there with visibility if you're hitting the roads. Looking across the southeast, for those that are hitting the roads, looking good along the coast, 68 in Charleston, 62 up in Wilmington. How about the mountains, 59 in Asheville, and then back towards our west, a little bit warmer in those upper 70s in Jackson, 81 in New Orleans. So if you're planning to go to the beach, it is a great weekend for the beach to wrap up the unofficial end of summer. For our Carolina beaches, Charleston's looking good. Low rip currents there as we're a little more southern than the conditions. But they're in Myrtle Beach, kind of at the tip there of the biggest risk there. Rip currents are in a moderate level, Myrtle Beach, and then as you go north, those risks do increase. So keep in mind, if you're heading to the beach, want to stay safe, apply that sunscreen and soak up some sun. So looking at the Atlantic, tracking the tropics, we've got a lot going on here, but fortunately nothing is of concern for us right now. Just a lot of activity there. We do have Tropical Storm Gert and newly developed Tropical Storm Katia to track, and also another tropical wave off the coast of Africa that has a 70% chance of development in the next 7 days. So we'll continue to keep an eye on that, but again, no immediate risk for us here in Augusta. Farmers forecast. So right now it's showing some drought there, but I've got some intel that it will be updated next week. So hopefully when that update comes out, we will all be in the clear and looking good thanks to all that rain this week. But it's a dry week coming up, so no rain chance for today or for the next several days there for us. So we will certainly dry out as we move into Labor Day and beyond. It's going to be dry with no chance of rain. So no rain in the gauge yet for September and none on the way. Our 48-hour futurecast, so we do have those clouds to contend with this morning, but that high pressure coming from the mid-Atlantic will push those clouds and the moisture away, and we will be left with mostly clear conditions throughout your Saturday, Sunday, and beyond. So lots of sunshine is on tap for us for this holiday weekend. Good place to beat the heat is by the pool. If you're planning to be there, definitely have those shades handy as it's going to be nice and sunny and temperatures below average in the 80s. It's also game day weekend, looking good for some football, whether you're heading to Athens or Charlotte. Temperatures in those 80s with lots of sunshine to soak up, and that's the case throughout the weekend, looking good with temps in those 80s to 90s on Monday. So we're going to enjoy those below average temps, lots of sunshine, keeping it nice and dry for the next several days. Next, a chance of rain doesn't come in until next weekend, Sean.
So no hurricanes or tropical systems to deal with.
Not right now, but as always, we're on top of it, and we'll continue tracking and let you know any updates.
Sounds good to me. Thank you. And we'll be right back.
Accidents happen.
Proud partner of the Atlanta Braves.
Welcome to the Saturday morning edition of Football Friday Night. I'm Brendan Robertson. This is my buddy Graham Lee, been helping out hosting. Let's show you a little bit of what we had last night. Game Night Live Game of the Week featured North Augusta on the road at Lakeside, and it was a good one. Opening kickoff goes to Beans Hunt, making a name for himself in his senior year at North Augusta. Watch the stiff arm, 50 yards at Lakeside, 40 to start the game. Former Thomas Jefferson Academy standout. Same drive, Corey Tillman finds Hunt all alone in the corner of the end zone. Little toe tap, extra points good, 7-0. Jackets. End of the first quarter. Jack Stevens doinks it in off the crossbar, 44 yards out, 10-0. Jackets. Yeah, another Stevens kickers. Brothers at Iowa. Lakeside has it on the goal line, though. Mikhail Grissom punches it in for 6, and it's 10-7. Jackets, second quarter. Tillman keeps it, scores it on the stretch, 17-7 North Augusta. Lakeside punting, special teams, Graham. Talk about it all the time. Snap goes over the punter's head, into the end zone. Jackets recover 24-7 at the half, fourth quarter. 24-10. Lakeside hands it off to B.J. Grissom, and in for 6. We got a ball game, 24-17. Lakeside, one last chance, but Grissom brought down by a man who had a huge night. DeAndre Basket, that seals it. North Augusta wins 24-17. Here's Richard Bush.
Kids fought hard, that's what we talk about all the time. Just play with great effort, and that's what they did tonight. Defense bent, but they didn't break. Offensively, we struggled in the second half, but we did enough to get the victory, and that was the goal. So.
Good win for them.
Yeah, nice win for North Augusta. First home game of the season for the Wolfpack. Greenbrier led by head coach Tony Kramer, and the Knights with their new head coach Barrett Davis. And of course, we got to talk about that Alabama commit, the big fella Mason Short. He had a big game for the Knights tonight. First quarter, ball to 18-yard line for the Wolfpack, and into the end zone. Sophomore Cole Truck goes trucking through that Evans defense. That's how the scoring began, and the Knights will get the ball back though. Ensuing drive, Brandon Mims in the Wildcat. He'll get the first down to the 5-yard line, and a few plays later, Mims in the Wildcat again. He'll keep it again, and this time he's in for 6. And Evans actually pulled that one out on the road. They win a close one, 22-21, and they'll host Burt County next Friday.
Yeah, Greenbrier had him on the ropes. All right, we got way more for you to see over on the sports page at WJBF.com. For Graham, I'm Brendan. College football is back today.
Yes, go Gamecocks.
Exactly. Go Gamecocks. Brendan, Graham, thank you. So coming up at 9 o'clock on Good Morning Augusta, baking away stress. How one local woman built a successful business because of it. That's coming up after Good Morning America.
Weather headlines on News Channel 6, brought to you by Cheney Casino Injury Attorneys.
9 8 p.m.
APR financing for 60 months plus $1,000 cash back on Ford Escape.
So I'm all shook up over this next one. If Elvis Presley were alive, he would be 88 years old, and this is what artificial intelligence believe he will look like today. So the pictures were made by Dell E2 AI. Elvis looks like he will have lost some weight, and his hairline has receded. He was in very poor health when he died back in 1977. He was just 42 years old.
I don't like it.
I'm all shook up.
I want to remember him in his prime. We don't. This AI stuff's just getting out of hand.
Right. But gotta love it though, I guess.
Yes.
And this weather forecast.
You definitely gotta love that. Yes. So it is a little taste of fall for us this weekend as we celebrate the holiday weekend, kick off of football, all things fall with temperatures below average in the 80s before we start warming back up next week. So, a little tease of fall, but summer's not quite over with yet.
Let's get rid of summer. I like the 84.
No, but summer's good too. Everything in its appropriate timing.
Okay, shit, I like that. And thank you for joining us. Come on back at 9. We'll see you then.